Alright, here's another mutation that I found. It is a pepper, and basically I'll show you what I did. So if this happens, you could try it yourself. And this is how you get new varieties. I had the pepper growing, which was that main shoot. You can see the little nub down there. It was a nice little pepper plant. And I noticed this one leaf growing out of the side. So what I did is I pinched the plant, the green part, down to the bud below the variegated leaf, and that forced that bud to break, and it did. And look at it, that was already a couple weeks ago, and look how big it is. And we've got something that's even better than the original leaf. It's gold green and like a lime green in there. So what you got to do now is you got to clean it up a little bit more, because what you want is all the energy going in to this leaf right here. So if you notice, there are a couple more stems in here. So with a razor blade or a sharp knife, all you have to do is clip them, clean that up, and then you take the last one out. So what we basically have now is just that leaf stem growing to replace the main one. So what we want in the end is to get this pepper plant to grow a couple peppers, so we could actually save the seed and grow the next generation on to see if it's stable or not. And then we'll have this cool variegated pepper, which the fruit is large, red, and thick-walled. So wouldn't that be a cool combination? A red pepper with this golden variegated leaf. So some mutations come up naturally. This one actually was started off the plant, because originally it was just a green pepper plant. So I don't know if it's a random mutation or it could actually be traced to the radiation in Japan that blew over here. Somewhere that gene or the DNA was tricked somehow, and it didn't want to produce, the code did not want to produce a pure green leaf like the normal plant would have. So there you go, there's my second mutation this summer, and we'll see if more come up, but I don't know, it's kind of strange. Could be a coincidence, but you never know. Alright, remember in the spring I found that mutation on the leaf where it was a little bit, had a little bit of splash variegation in it. So what I did is I cut everything off except that one little leaf, and what I did is I pinched right there. You can see it right there. Let me take this one off. Right there was the one that was the stem that was green. Right there was the one that was the regular plant was on. It was all green. And this was one little stem that had some. So I forced that shoot, and look at that little splash. End up creating a very nice variegated bell pepper. Now it's a mutation from juniper, not juniper, Jupiter. This is a bell pepper called Jupiter, and I bought this in the spring of 2012, and this is my mutation. I didn't get enough time to get any peppers on it so I could save the seed, so I'm going to dig it up right now and overwinter it, because this is well worth saving. This is one of a kind. And there's the leaf. You can see the layers. Alright, this is the bell pepper that is a sport or mutation that showed up this spring of 2012. And I know seeds could get irradiated from the radiation from Fukushima. Is it possible that this is a direct result of that radiation also? So we're gonna keep it going and see if we can grow some seeds off of it and grow some bell peppers. It would be a very cool bell pepper. Actually got a couple babies here. But they haven't grown yet. I wanted to keep them sheltered so they didn't really get a lot of sun, and I also didn't want to get them scorched. But it's time to dig them up before the frost takes care of it. This, I can say though, is another mutation, another plant mutation to add to many that are being seen across the world. I know they do show up normally, but with more radiation in the environment, I'm wondering if they're showing up at a higher rate than normally shows up.